UFC flyweight champion Alexandre Pantoja now seems more willing to fight Merab Dvalishvili. At UFC 317, he told Merab he didn't want to fight him.
I don't want to fight you. Coach. Very good job. Very good job.
Speaking to Home of Fight, Pantoja said that fight makes sense right now. Why not? It's going to be amazing. But the problem is, why do I need to go to 135? I keep having challenges in my division. Why not Muhammad Mokaev if he returns? He has good grappling. Tyra, he showed better boxing. When he fought Royval made him get in trouble. Now I see he have better boxing. He fixed a couple of things. Joshua have amazing boxing too. Amazing skill. Good takedown defense. I have very good challengers there. Of course, why not think about that fight? Roll the dice. Next fight, I have a fight to fight. Merab have a fight too. It's a good fight. Sandhagen's not an easy guy, bro. It's about Merab too. Merab needs to win his fight too. It's a good fight. It's gonna be a banger, this fight. I'm excited to watch. Daniel Cormier laughs at Chael Sonnen absolutely butchering fighters' names.
But when you have guys like Imanov and you have guys like Carl Bow, when you have guys like Bo Nickel, who I'm not ready to write off yet, and when you have guys named Renee De Renner, well, I understand on the Bo, but I'm just offering to you, it's really deep right now, and before you get to change weight classes, you have to clear out and kind of even be on your second one around the trap, and I don't think that we're anywhere near that.
You're actually the best. You're
the
actually
best. Number one. That's what I keep telling them, DC. I keep telling them that.
You got great. Your skills are so good. You're a great analyst, but you literally just created 3 new human beings in the UFC. You said Imanov. You just told me there's a guy named Robert Barral that fights at 185.
He's pretty tough.
Robert Barral.
Yeah.
And you said the Ritter, who you manage, you're his Paul Heyman. You called him something different. I mean, I don't get. You're the best, man. Because the fact that they actually just go, yeah, Chael called me.
Yeah.
Chael called me Rain de Rare.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. He's like,
they'll be called it, and they will like it quietly with their mouths shut. They will follow me blindly. The day I want one of their opinions, I will beat it out of them.
The Oracle, Chael Sonnen.
Aljamain Sterling is not the biggest fan of Raul Rosas Jr. He shared a story about the first time they trained together, claiming Raul was extremely disrespectful. Aljo also took issue with Raul training with Merab Dvalishvili, then working with Sean O'Malley the very next weekend right before they fought.
You know, that kind of reminds me of when I trained with Raul Rosas for the first time, and his parents was sitting on the side, they were recording, and I didn't know he was with them, but then it was one of my light days, because I was super sore from the whole week just doing a bunch of two-a-days. This was a couple years ago when I was still the champ, and I didn't even know who he was. I didn't know he was a fighter. I knew he was a pretty good grappler training at 10th Planet, and then he was like just DJing on my head. It was like the most disrespectful thing. I was like, so he's like breakdancing in front of me and then trying to DJ on my head, and I'm like, so I just sit there and I just lay back. I'm like, I don't even know what is happening right now. Then I look over and I see the camera. I'm like, oh, he's trying to look cool for the cameras. And then I got this kid who's kind of being a punk. I mean, let's be honest, call it what it is. He was being a punk about it. The things with Merab and O'Malley, then he was training with Merab, then training with O'Malley like the following weekend. I was like, the last time I saw somebody doing this was Gordon Ryan when he was training with Rockhold and then Weidman. I was like, this is so awkward. I'm like, this just makes me uncomfortable. And I'm like, we're not boys like that, but it's still like, there's a little bit of a code. Yeah, but then he did the thing with Merab, and then I kind of commented on his page, and after that, I was like, it just became weird between the two of us. So now I don't, when I see him, I don't even say anything to him. I see his parents, I say hello. His sister trains at our class, I say hello to her. Like, I don't know, I'm just not one to, I don't care how good you are, I'm not kissing nobody's that's gonna be trying to just do like that in general. Like, not even just him, just in general, bro. It's just not, there's nothing cool about that whatsoever.
Silva is set to face Diego Lopes at Noche UFC on September 13th. In a recent interview with MMA Junkie, Silva says that Lopes signed on his coffin and believes if he wins, he will be fighting for the title next. Silva said, "I understand that for Diego's manager, fighting me is not something he was going to go for. But then Diego just went online and made some statements about the fact that he would fight me over the weekend if he could. So basically Diego was doing matchmaking. He basically signed on his coffin already, so screw that. That's it. He signed on it. If that's where he wants to be, I'll just put some dirt on that coffin." It's no secret to anyone that I don't like the person that he is, just like Bryce Mitchell. I'm not a fan of Diego, but I don't have anything against him. You know when you have a relative? In Brazil we say, our saints don't match. Our guardian angels don't go well together. They don't like each other. So that's what we say in Brazil. The saints don't match. So basically, you know when there's a relative of yours, every time you see them this doesn't go well. I just don't like this person. We don't match. We don't connect. You tolerate them, but you can beat them up. We're in a line of business where if our auras don't match, we can actually beat the hell out of each other. I know there were some things said in the past that were childish, but I wanted this fight. I got it. I'm promoting it, and as it turns out, two people who don't go well with each other are able to fight, so I get to beat him up. I do believe that I'll have all the credentials necessary to fight for the title. Even Volkanovski has said in a couple interviews that he does expect me to win and actually face me for the title towards the end of the year. So guys, by the end of the year, in December, this division, after 10 years since Jose Aldo, we're going to have a new Brazilian 145-pound UFC champion. Steve Erceg is set to face Ode Osborne tonight at UFC Vegas 109. Erceg is currently on a 3-fight losing streak and believes he's fighting to keep his job. Speaking to MMAfighting.com, he said, "Unfortunately, I'm on 3 losses and I could be fighting for my contract. But yeah, I think when you try to overthink and put too much on your plate, it can be detrimental. So I'm going to go out there and I'm going to punch another guy in the face, and if I win, I know I did everything I could to do so. If I lose, that's life, unfortunately." Honestly, I think the biggest lesson is that I'm the man, I guess. I've been looking at these guys like, oh, I'm fighting Moreno, I'm fighting Pantoja, and then, oh, they might know something I don't know, or oh, he's fought 5 rounds. I'm thinking all of these things about how great they are, and then I'm not giving myself the credit I deserve, I guess. Carlos Prates appeared on the Pound for Pound podcast this week and reflected on his recent unanimous decision loss to Ian Garry. He admits that he made a mistake in the fight and believes a rematch would play out much differently. Prates also discussed how he regularly drinks and smokes cigarettes despite being a professional fighter. He says that he actually advises other fighters to not repeat what he does. Prates is now set to face Jeff Neal at UFC 319.
Your last fight, first defeat in the UFC.
Yeah.
Which was a pretty big step up, but even to then, I think you fought to the last minute.
Was a really big mistake I did on the fight, you know. We come to the fight with a game plan, and I didn't try to make my game plan, you know. I was like really confident, like I'm gonna knock him out anytime. I have 5 rounds. And also he's really smart, really good fighter. No excuse, but I feel like I did something wrong.
You didn't execute.
Yeah.
That's why you lost.
Yeah, we can fight again and I'm gonna do different.
I think people gotta give Ian Garry their flowers. The dude is a gamer. You start hearing he's a ba.
Yeah.
In reality, the dude could fight tactically. I could say something about Ian Garry. He's a competitor.
I know there's things being made of you, you know, smoking a cig, you know, having a little drink.
Mayorga.
I love it because at the end of the day, if it's part of your identity, people start to dig in. They're like, man, I like that.
That's my lifestyle, bro. I like to go to the party. I smoke cigarettes. I think I smoke cigarettes since 12 years old. It's my lifestyle. I do that, you know. They wanna see me, you know. They don't wanna see fake Carlos Prates. I say to a lot of people, they don't do that, but I don't know if it's gonna work for you. You know?
Don't do as I do as I say.
You like, don't smoke cigarettes.
Rampage Jackson says he's certain that Jon Jones was scared of him before their fight in 2011, which Jones won by 4th round submission. Rampage says he actually doesn't like when opponents are scared of him because it can give them a bigger adrenaline boost.
What I heard, like, he didn't like to do the stare downs. That's the only problems I had with him because, you know, I like to entertain the fans.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? I'm staring down. That's the first fight. I don't like fighting scared people. He was scared. I know it. Him and Rashad. I don't like fighting scared people because what people don't know is if you have real fear, you get higher adrenaline boost. And that's what it's all about.
So that just gives a little extra kick.
You get a little extra kick.
You really thought Jon Jones was scared of you going into the fight?
I can tell by the stare down. He came crawling into the ring. I ain't never seen that before. I was thinking about kicking him in his face, but I was like, that's pride rules. I didn't know what to do.
Dominick Reyes versus Carlos Ulberg goes down at UFC Perth on September 27th. Reyes says Ulberg is more of an athlete than Jon Jones. In an interview with Submission Radio, Reyes said Carlos is the best athlete I will face in the light heavyweight division, way more than Jon Jones. He moves his feet extremely well. He is very quick, very powerful, but his movement, man, he can move. He's an extremely good athlete. He's very balanced with everything he does. He's kind of safe. He fights very safe. Kind of fights not to lose as opposed to win as he's moved up in competition. But yeah, he's a quality opponent. I'm very much looking forward to fighting Carlos. He's quite the test. He's got a great left hook, and he's good with that lead hand, man. He's real good with that lead hand, and he's light on his feet and he kicks well. So it's going to be a very technical fight. I'm going to have to be very patient because he's so patient that he will almost lose a fight. That's how patient he is. After the announcement of Charles Oliveira versus Rafael Fiziev at UFC Rio in October, many fans voiced concern since Oliveira was just knocked out by Ilia Topuria in June. Daniel Cormier shares those concerns and questions whether this was the right move for Charles.
Charles Oliveira fighting in 3 months after that knockout, to me, just does not seem like the best decision. And I always wonder about the team that's around him when people make decisions like that. Because the fighter's always going to fight. That's what he does. He's a fighter. You tell Charles, meet some guy on the corner to fight him, he'll fight him. Charles, you got to fight October 11th, he'll fight him. But where's the guy, that goes, hey, Diego Lima goes, hey, Charles, not quite yet. Or the manager, not quite yet. Especially when Charles has made a boatload of money now. He's done really well in his career. He's established. He's going into the Hall of Fame. He's one of the greats. And I just don't want to see something crazy happen again that we saw happen last time. Because remember, guys, when Charles was the champ, he got knocked down a lot. He got hit and hurt a lot. But he was always able to get up and continue to fight. Against Topuria, he was knocked out before he even hit the ground. That's how bad of a knockout it was. So to see him back in three months, it's concerning.
Dricus Du Plessis' coach Morn Visser went off on Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat made some comments about Dricus in the UFC 319 countdown. Khamzat said, people say Dricus has good cardio, and people watch me. Khamzat has bad this, he's hype. How many years I've been UFC, still people say he's hype. Robert Whittaker fought Dricus how many minutes? Dricus been taken down from Robert. Robert didn't even give me one punch. Everyone I fought, they say I'm preparing for a war. Why should you prepare for a war? If you want to win, you have to prepare for kill. Dricus' coach responded saying Khamzat doesn't know what it is when people want to wrestle him. He's only facing guys who are trying to get away from his wrestling. We don't want to try to get away from his wrestling. We want to f him up in his game. You can't think that you're going to beat my guy with one thing, and that's wrestling. That guy is one-dimensional. Have you seen his stand-up? I wouldn't even give him a pro license for his stand-up. He doesn't present any problem for us. We are the problem. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Dankest MMA. It's in reference to Henry Cejudo saying that Lerone Murphy and Aaron Pico could defeat Alexander Volkanovski right now. It says Cejudo is smoking rock if he thinks either of those guys is beating Volk. The second one's from Supras Are Fast. It's in reference to the beef between Brendan Schaub and Renato Moicano. It says Brendan Schaub saying he moved on as he continues to talk about it. And the final one's from Claire Miss Kitty. It says Henry also thought he could beat Volk as well. Then 0-3. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.